Hey, what's going on? In this video, I really want to talk about the social network called MySpace. Do you remember MySpace? You know, with the guy Chris in his white shirt. He was the guy that welcomed you. Hello, come to my party. So I want to talk about that, some lessons of how it failed, how Facebook took off. It's really pretty interesting. I learned some stuff. Before I can begin, down below, if you look in the description, there's like this link. Boom, click on it. And if you do click on it, there's actually some really great education that I really believe in when it comes to how to make money using social media, various social platforms. All right, now a couple of interesting things about Tom Anderson. He was the one that was the CEO of MySpace. You know, the guy in the white shirt, right? In that picture, he was like your first friend on MySpace, my first friend, everybody's first friend. But he actually hated school, was self-taught, and he kind of stumbled upon the social network that he later sold for, guess what? How much? $580 million. A lot of money. The funny thing is that Tom, well, it's not really funny, but it's kind of interesting. He didn't want to sell the whole website. He did not want to. He didn't make the decision. It was the investors, the board, his partners, that really kind of pushed the decision. And according to Tom, they sold too early and could have gotten, $1 billion, possibly more. But he would have held on because he wanted the control. He didn't want to give that up. Of course, after they sold, he got fired. Yeah, so there you go. And there's some evidence that it could have sold for a lot more money. So he's probably right on this. They sold too early. Now, if you think about it, Tom Anderson was one of the original brands because when you joined the social network, you got a welcome letter from Tom, in his white shirt. You remember that? The reason Tom chose that picture was it was the first digital picture he took when digital cameras were new. And it was actually 4 years old before MySpace even got started. So I thought my profile's picture was old by 3 months. His was 4 years old. Now, Tom says he failed because he didn't do split testing. They were arrogant. Like a lot of businesses, they get lazy. They suck on their thumbs, and competition comes on and it goes, boom, you're not number one no more. You're not staying competitive. But he took the idea from Friendster. Remember that was an older one too. I don't know if you remember that social network, which failed because there's too many rules. I mean, some would set up a profile as a town because they want to know people in that town, and they would network with it, and Friendster would shut that account down. I mean, how stupid is that? They could have easily targeted that town for revenue, ad revenue, right? Which is what Facebook does. So MySpace is almost like a party where someone could have as many friends as they wanted, and that's how they beat Friendster. And so he would personally write people on Friendster, inviting them to MySpace. Then he would get a welcome letter from MySpace. They can have all these different friends. Boom, 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 boom. It was much better. So that's how he beat Friendster, which is pretty interesting. And obviously, Facebook kind of beat MySpace for a lot of reasons. One was Friendster. Facebook started off in just colleges. It started off very small. They measured everything. And they combated the bots. They made it very kind of like running a tight ship. MySpace grew incredibly fast. They couldn't keep up with the bots. They had all these issues. So it was a more solid system. People trusted it. Advertisers trusted it. And that's a big reason why Facebook destroyed MySpace and won that war. Now, Tom's advice, if you had to grow like a social media thing, like another Twitter or something, or Snapchat, keep it very simple, almost like a Trojan horse strategy. And if you think about Snapchat, when it first got started, it was just text messaging that would just disappear. It was very simple. Very simple. Then it grew into pictures and then videos, and now it's really competing with Facebook, and Mark Zuckerberg wakes up every morning going, how can I kill Snapchat? Yeah. So keep it very, very simple. All right. Even Twitter's not really competing with Facebook. They're like, we don't care. But Twitter's very simple. Just so many characters. That's all you had. Boom. Think about it. And it's still very successful. Not as good as Facebook, but come on. it's not. It has nice little entrenched waters there, so that other businesses aren't going to go, well, boom, get out of here. So that's pretty interesting. All right. He also said, Tom said that Mark Zuckerberg was really, really cool. He really liked him. And he never saw the movie about him because it kind of portrayed him as this evil guy, and he never thought he was. Mark Zuckerberg does donate a lot of money to charity, philanthropy. I think that's how you pronounce it. But he's very charitable, you know, unlike some people, Steve Jobs. Yeah, so anyways. And if Tom had one message for people, is really just stay in the present moment. He doesn't think too much about the past, doesn't have too many regrets, doesn't think too much about the future. He loves his life, loves humanity and the world. I think he lives in like Hawaii now and he surfs a bunch. He's got plenty of money, more money than he ever spent. So he you know, he was forced to sell, but in hindsight he was like, well, it wasn't so bad. Yeah, he didn't do so bad. Okay, who would have minded $580 million, right? But the estimated value of MySpace now, some people estimate is over 10 billion, maybe around 15 billion. In April 2008, MySpace was overtaken by Facebook with users, but it sold way back in 2005. Okay, it sold to Robert Murdoch, who owns Fox News. So yeah, Tom could have got a lot more money out of it. Of course, if he waited too long, you know, it could have dropped the value a lot. He could have got less. So it's not a perfect decision. So anyways, those are some cool things I learned about Tom Anderson and MySpace. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're interested in earning some extra income online, I can't recommend you click that link below. It's really, really good education and training on how someone can use social media to really make themselves some really good money, okay? So check it out. I wish you the best. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and bye.